Hi, I'm Makoto Takemiya, one of the contributors to Sora with updates for December 25th, 2022. Merry Christmas, everyone. So there's not much going on the development side because it is weekend and holiday season. But I just wanted to remind everyone of the importance of what we're doing. So Sora really is trying to create a new economic system for the world. And this may seem like a very big and unachievable goal, but it's really about positioning. So I think it's important to realize that, every 70 years or whatever, there's a new fiat currency that becomes the dominant world reserve currency. And the US dollar is, towards the end of this lifespan, arguably. And right now the world is going from having one reserve currency that's centrally controlled to being potentially using many numerous currencies and actually having commodity-based currencies, and even some countries are using cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin is being used in El Salvador and Central African Republic. Also Tonga is talking about it. And many other countries are talking about it too. In fact, I think Brazil just legalized Bitcoin for payments as well. So these are very interesting times, and no one could have predicted that something like Bitcoin could get to the status that it's had 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. But it's important to realize how economies actually work. And the truth about macroeconomics is really, unfortunately, hidden from a lot of people because there's a lot of money to be made if many countries don't understand how economics really works. You can manipulate them more easily, give them bad advice, promote things like foreign direct investment, which really is just foreigners buying up valuable assets and actually is shown to be negatively correlated with economic growth. So Sora is about creating a new system and preparing the foundation so that when it's time for a new system to come, that everything will be ready. And we're actively pursuing this with many partners in numerous countries to try to lay the foundation for this system to be used in the future. It's a lot of space that we have to cover because Bitcoin is much more popular and more famous than we are, but our economic fundamentals are much stronger, and I think we'll be able to get there. But we don't have to wait for Sora to take over as the world economic system for us to be useful. We're starting with a DeFi and a Polkadot ecosystem, so PolkaSwap is such an amazing DEX. It's an amazing product. And SoraCard is going to be really incredible. It's going to merge TradFi and DeFi together and give people new options and possibilities that haven't been realized before in the crypto space. And I'm really proud of the work that our team has done and all of our contributors in the ecosystem and all the other teams and the community that has been active. We have really active ambassadors, so dozens of people who are spending their time, even today on a holiday, and working towards creating new content and teaching people about Sora and PolkaSwap and all the cool things like Demeter Farm as well, and other possibilities that are being built in the ecosystem. So there's a lot to do, but we just have to take it one day at a time, and I'm very confident that we can make it. Next year is year 7 of this journey for me. Since I first started working towards this, building this, taking my knowledge of macroeconomics and applying them in the real world through Sora. So it's been a long journey, but we're just getting started, and I'm very optimistic about the future. And with that, I've got daily network stats. In the last 24 hours, there were 512 transactions on the Sora network, 216 of which were swaps. 62 were Demeter farming related transactions, 123 were transfers, and there were 106 active accounts on the Sora network. So glad we still have more than 100 active accounts even during the holidays. So with that, let's get back to our Christmas.